and looks like we're live. Hello there, folks. This is Dr. Dino, here with something a little different. Normally on my channel, I do debunking stuff or I talk about dinosaurs, stuff like that. But today, I wanted to try something a little different. I will be streaming a game, one of my childhood games, actually. And, well, there's a lot of really interesting, cool little dinos that we'll see, and hopefully it'll be a pretty good time. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's see, I'm just configuring my screen on my end. Want to make sure I can see the chat, so I can see you guys, while also seeing the game, because I'm doing all of this on one monitor. Also getting a quick banner ready to scroll across the bottom of the screen, because that helps. Take them down. There we are. Epic. Okay, so what are we playing? We are going to be playing a game called Fossil Fighters. If you're familiar with Pokemon, think Pokemon. Fossil Fighters was a Pokemon-esque game for the Nintendo 3DS. And I'll just go ahead and pull up the game cover here. So this was what the case was when you bought the game. And in order to play the game, and the main gameplay loop was you would go around, find dinosaur fossils, dig them up, revive them, then battle with them. Hence the name, Fossil Fighters. It's a bunch of fun. There's a lot of really interesting, crazy designs. It is geared more towards kids, but honestly, it's still a fun game to play as an adult. The fossil cleaning minigame is actually pretty fun. So is the combat, so is a lot of stuff. And we shall be getting started here in a moment. I will say hello, Caden. Nice to see you as always. Hope you're doing well tonight. We should have a guest or two show up as the stream goes on. So that'll be fun. I'll go ahead and get this banner rolling. So, as we play and revive dinosaurs, I will be naming dinosaurs after some of my friends or subscribers. But if you want to name a dinosaur yourself, you can name it anything you want. That won't get my stream taken down. But you have to put in a super chat in order to do that. So, put in a super chat, name a dinosaur. You can name any of the dinosaurs anything you want, as long as nobody else has paid to name that dinosaur. And I believe there's something like 120 dinosaurs in this game. So there's quite a few. Hopefully that'll be fun. But with all that out of the way, I shall pull that down and we can go ahead and get started. Now I will be playing this game via Dace Mume, which is an emulator. I already paid for this game, so thank you. Alright. Pulling up the stream, I can see the comments, I can see whenever our first guests get here. And we shall begin. Just a moment. We'll get to see the intro sequence for the first time, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Oh wait, I gotta make sure that it shares audio first, because the music in this game is actually very good. There we are. Alright. Fossil Fighters. Let's get started. Da, da, da. So there we go. That's the intro sequence to the game. Every time you play, a different selection of dinosaurs will show up, and I think it goes through every dinosaur in the game, which is really fun. Uh, here's the intro. Well, here's the main menu, the music. Oh, and the intro will play again if you leave it idle. Or, never mind, it goes right into a demo. We're not going to watch that. Skip through this. Sorry. There we go. We're going to start a new game here. Also, how is my audio, folks? To those who can hear me, is the game too loud? Am I too loud? I want you guys to be able to hear the music, but I don't want it to be, overwhelming. In fact, just turn it down a little bit and speed up messages. Okay. Also, I will be playing this with a keyboard and mouse and a controller. I have a purple Nintendo Switch controller that works for this game, fortunately enough. Yeah. I think there are 3 people in the chat now. If you guys can hear me, how do I sound? Just checking. Not seeing any feedback yet. So I guess I might as well go ahead and get started. And, I'm thinking I might stream this now and upload a supercut of it later. We'll see. See how it goes. But we'll go ahead and play alone. Oh yeah, there is no voice acting in this game. This was a game for the 3DS, or for the DS. So I will read out all of the text as it appears. So hope you guys are ready for that. And glad to see you're doing good, Caden. You are probably going to be what our first dinosaur is named after. So hope you're excited for that. Captain speaking. As we near our exciting destination, Vivisaur Island, please enjoy this informative video. Those lovely DS era graphics. Vivisaur Island is an island resort run by the Richmond Foundation. The biggest attraction on Vivisaur Island is Fossil Stadium and the fossil battles that are fought there. Dinosaurs of the ancient past are revived with greater powers than ever and sent into battle. The power, the savagery, the drama, thrilling in every way, every time. Kate, I have asked a couple times, how does my audio sound? I'm kind of worried because I'm using a different microphone. So just, I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay. Whoop. I accidentally put the game full screen. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, sounds good? Okay, that is good. Quick drink. The power, savagery, drama, thrilling in every way, every time. And for those who want to do more than just watch, training is available to become a fossil fighter. Fossil fighters dig their own fossils, revive their own dinosaurs, and fight their own battles. If you've dreamed of rising through the fighter ranks to become a master fighter, dream no longer. Yes, yes, yes! This is the start of an extravagantly exciting and fabulously fantastic adventure. I might clip that, we'll see. Oh, get used to that noise. Definitely sounds like a phone notification, doesn't it? And now we see a boat. So, something you will notice in this game is a lot of the designs are out there, shall we say, very cartoony. Many of them vaguely dinosaur inspired or fossil inspired to a degree. It it's fun. There's a lot of fun designs and things here. This one's kind of shaped like a pteranodon head, but it's skimming on the water. I like that. Anyway, Captain, after that video, I'll bet you can barely wait to get out there. Wait, let me guess. You're on your way to the island to become a fossil fighter. Yeah, I've seen that twinkle in your eye before. But it says a lot about you, lad. It takes bravery to go all the way to Vivisor Island on your own. I'm Captain Travers. What's your name, young man? And now we get to choose our name. And of course, like many games of this type, uh, you are a child who has seemingly run away from home to follow your dreams. I think this trend is mostly gone nowadays, or at least I haven't seen it a lot recently. But this was a big thing when I was growing up in the early 2000s. A lot of kids just running away from home. Gonna blame Pokemon for that. Oh, Caden has a question. Who wins the dinos from, or who wins? The dinos from Fossil Fighters or the dinos from Dinosaur Game? So I love them both. I love them both dearly. For full-on designs, I might say Dinosaur King. If only because the design. Well, they're two very different styles. First of all, this game goes for a much more chibi style, which is a Japanese cutesy style with big heads and tiny bodies, and big feet too. Lots of big feet and tails. Um, Whereas Dinosaur King goes for realistic designs, but also chibi designs. I would say I generally prefer Dinosaur Kings, but I also adore the charm that these chibi designs have too. But yeah, I like them both. I like them both. Anyway, for our name, well, it is me who's playing, so I think we'll go with a simple Doctor. Because why not? We're probably a 12 or a 10-year-old child going to a dinosaur island, and we're already a doctor. Glad the protagonist doesn't have any lines, or instead of be doing a terrible German accent. A little hit. Okay. You told your name to Captain Travers. And Caden says, I'm the doctor, Doctor Who. I should have said Dr. D. That would have been. Dang it. I should have said Dr. D. So they call you Doctor, eh? Oh, no! They might give you a chance to change it. If they do, I'll change it. I'll see if they give us another chance to change it. If they do, I'll do Dr. D. That's a great name. I can easily picture a famous fossil fighter named Doctor. If you are out to become a fossil fighter, I imagine you're a big fan of dinosaurs, right? Which do you like better, carnivores or herbivores? So, this is a fun thing, something I really love in this game. Depending on your answers to this little set of questions, this captain will give you a random bone from a different dinosaur. And it can be carnivores, herbivores, big and small, stuff like that. I have often gone carnivores. Now, actually, I think I will go carnivores because I know one of the bones that we'll get. Uh, but yeah, you can go carnivore, herbivore, and a couple of other things. Just a fun little, fun little thing they really didn't have to do, but I like it. And you only notice them on repeat playthroughs too. So, carnivores. Which do you prefer? Big, strong carnivores or the small and quick type? We will say small. Between these two small carnivores, which do you like better? Deinonychus, the stealthy red shadow. Velociraptor, the silent gray hunter. Which one then, huh? I mean, kinda have to. We'll go with Deinonychus, even though Velociraptor has a much better design in this game. So you're more of a Deinonychus type, huh? Yes. Yes, that Velociraptor has seen things. And Captain Trevor says, I'll remember that. The Deinonychus fan, Doctor. Looks like we're about to arrive at Vivisaur Island. And we zoom off into the great blue yonder. And to the port. Get used to seeing this port. So long for now, Doctor. I wish you the best of luck. And here is our protagonist. And indeed, Caden, welcome to Jurassic Park. No matter what in this game, you will be a small, spiky-haired boy. They do not let you play as a girl, unfortunately. Though you can in the second game and third, but we don't talk about the third. So this is Beth. She is the receptionist to the island, and we will be seeing her a lot. Welcome to Vivisaur Island, where the dinosaurs of ages past lie asleep as fossils in the ground. Caden, there are 3 games, actually. The second one's my personal favorite. But it didn't feel right to start with the second game in the series. Not lie asleep as fossils in the ground. Oh, yes, and Sue, who I don't think we ever have to talk to again.
Yes, welcome.
Oh, and you'll see little emoticons flash above the characters' heads pretty often, too. This is Vivisaur Harbor, Vivisaur Island's only port. New people arrive every day. Some are just fans of dinosaurs, but some are new fossil fighters in the making.
We work here as support staff for the fossil fighters. To become a fossil fighter, you'll need to visit the fossil center and talk to Dr. Diggins. To get to the fossil center, just go right up this path, straight ahead.
Caden, I get that reference. How dare you? There's so much to do, so much to do. No, that's not it. No, that's not it either. Hang on a tick. I've got it! Oh yeah, also, do not expect the voices to stay consistent. They will not. But I've got it.
Excuse me, Dr. Diggins.
May I assume you're here to take our newest recruit to the Fossil Center? What? Oh, a new recruit? Of course. Always happy to show a new fighter the ropes. Let me just change schedule. What were we just talking about? Never mind. I'll see you later. There's so much to do, so much to do. That was the head of the Fossil Center, Dr. Diggins. Oh, and he'll be responsible for issuing your fighter's license. Good luck with that.
Let's take a closer look at the fossil center, shall we?
I love this music.
This is the fossil center. I'm always on duty at the waterfront, so if you have any questions, come ask anytime. Please go on inside.
And we'll get a better look at this whole area later. Though we will be seeing a lot of this particular area. Wendy.
Welcome to the Fossil Center. Hi, I'm Wendy. I take it you're here to register to become a fossil fighter? Dr. Diggins returned just a while ago, but has unfortunately wandered off somewhere again. It could be quite a while before we find him. You might want to go over to the hotel and check in while you wait. The hotel is just to the right of the Fossil Center. See you in a while.
And as you can see on the top screen over to the left, we do have a little mini map. Well, I guess that's just a map, which is kind of nice. You get one right off the bat. Peggy.
I can't stop.
These old games were so limited on their animations, but to be honest, I just find it endearing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I was running to get in shape, you know? Anyway, I must have gone too fast because I couldn't slow down. I'm really sorry. Oh, I know. As an apology, I've got a good tip for you. If you hold the
B button.
as you move, you can
Run. Using the stylus, touch the screen farther away from yourself to run in that direction.
Hope that helps. See ya.
Yeah, that happens a little bit in this game.
Yeah.
Again, this is our little character. That's a run animation. You never really get a good look at the model because this was meant to be shown on a tiny DS screen. So it used to look a lot better, okay? Kind of like how games on CRT TVs would look better because of the technology of the time. Same thing. It only looks this jagged and weird now because we're in 2026. And this is being projected from a computer screen to your screen. Anyway, we have to check in at the hotel. Welcome to the Relic Hotel, where we provide quality lodging for aspiring fossil fighters. We've been expecting you, Doctor. Right this way, please. This elevator will take you to your room. Oh, seems we have a fan of fossil fighters here. Welcome, Jakey Shaky. Here's your room. Stand in front of the door and press the A button to open it. You must be tired from your long journey to this island. If you want to save, press Start to open the Save Options menu. You can save anywhere, just not in the hotel. Or not just in the hotel. I hope that helps. Have a nice day. Oh, sorry, it's Jakey Hakey, not Jakey Shaky. Whoops, misread that. And yeah, this is our little hotel room. This is where our character will live, and the place we will never really visit. But there are a few things to look at. A prized painting by a famous artist. Or it might just be a copy. Looks like it's a pink Godzilla breathing blue fire? Maybe? I don't know, it's kind of weird. We have a shelf, which we will eventually populate with little oddities. Another nice day today on the balcony. We have a computer here. And we have a newspaper. Also, we have a guest joining us now.
For a bit, hello. My name is Dom. You do not get me as I'm in bed from a long shift at work.
Fair enough. Hello, Dom. How are you doing tonight?
Hello. I forgot you said you're playing regular fossil fighters, not champions. The superior one, in my opinion.
I agree, but I didn't want to start with the second game.
That's fair. I would have, but but then you can't talk about aliens. So that's fair.
Hey, 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 hey. No spoilers, we're just playing now.
You mean necromancy?
I mean, that's the premise of the game. That's not spoilers.
Exactly.
Oh wait, does this hotel room have a different painting? No. Okay, can't click on it.
You should play Frontier. The bad
No,
one.
not for a while.
The only thing you should do with Frontier is look at the dinosaur designs because some of them aren't bad. Some of them are horrifying. Like, what is it? When I think it's Karkar. It's either Karkar or Mapu. One of the Carcharodontosaurs in this game looks like it's like the flesh is ripped off in this game, but it's cartoonified.
Um, I don't know which one. Um,
It's a
I
fire.
remember I remember the main design I remember liking from Frontier was Lithronax.
Cryo
Like
looks good.
Lithronax looks like a zombie monster.
Lysonax looks. Eh. Uh, Cryo looks good in that game.
That's me.
The
Hey,
original
Dom.
designs.
Uh, since you are just joining us, do you want to tell the people your familiarity with fossil fighters?
Okay, I am one of the few people who bought Fossil Fighters Champions with the fact I saw ads on my TV on Saturday morning cartoons. I was 7 or 8. Yeah. But yeah, I saw ads of this game. There's an amazing ad of where you see a Brachio versus a Rex, with like 2 kids. Glorious. My mom bought me this game, and I almost 100% completed it because I was having so much fun. I could never get the extra water dinos, or not this game, but Champions. I never the extra water dinos from the Sunken Isle or the Sunken Place where you fight the whale.
Oh,
Um,
like the tonsil one.
well, no, no. So to enter the whale, you go underwater until you do abyss, and there's 6 dinos you can get there, but you can only enter it once, or you spend like $1 billion to go back down there. I think it locks
Huh.
like Suko, Baryonyx, Proto, one, I believe Moza, no Icky, no
Hmm.
Icky, with 6 water dinos, and I could never get back down there. There are other ways to get like 3 of them. You can get Proto by doing something with Tricera, but
Okay. I guess maybe I never encountered them. I don't remember.
yep,
Um, but anyway, welcome to the stream. We have not gotten our first Vivasaur yet, but hopefully we will soon.
yep.
We do actually have a couple people in chat. Uh, as we get our dinosaurs, we're going to be naming them after the people in chat. Or I'm going to have people. I have it so people can send in super chats, and if they decide to name a dinosaur, they choose the name with the super chat. And it can be anything that won't get the stream taken down. So I imagine we'll have a lot of fun ones. But for now, hotel manager says Doctor.
Oh,
Before you, oh, go ahead.
you go.
Oh,
I'm
and he's
still
just
finding the
explaining help
dinosaur.
mode, which we don't really need to do that. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Continue. No. You're fine.
Oh, all right. Well, I believe we're gonna go get our fighter license now. Hopefully, I love the Fossil Center music.
I think it's Gorgo actually. I think it's Gorgo
Hmm?
in Frontier. I'm gonna do this research because I'm insane.
Go ahead. Wendy, welcome to the Fossil Center. Oh, you were just here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Dr. Diggins has returned, fortunately. You should probably talk to him before he wanders off again. Dr. Diggins is in the back room. Oh, by the way, Dom, just asking, can you hear the music from the game?
Yep, I
And me?
can.
Okay, it's not like too loud or anything. Right? Dom?
What?
Like, the music isn't too loud or anything,
No,
right?
you're fine. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Dr. Diggins is in the back room. Please enter through the door on your right. Get close and press the A button to talk. Or get close and tap on a person with the stylus to talk to them. Good then, head on into the back room. We will be walking along this carpet so many times. This is where the magic happens, people. This is the cleaning room. Oh, hi there, Doctor, right? I'm Dr. Diggins. I'm the director and head researcher for the Fossil Center. Good to meet you properly. Sorry if I was a little scattered when we met before. This place keeps me really, really busy, you know? Doctor, fossil hunting is all kinds of fun. I should know, it's my life's work. I've been interested in fossils since I was just a little boy. I broke my mother's, I think, favorite teapot. I accidentally skipped there. A few he broke something and tried to hide it. A few shovel scoops of dirt later, I found a strange rock. I stopped digging to get a closer look at it. It turned out to be a Stegosaurus fossil. So I picked a British accent for him because I thought he found a baryonyx. I forgot it was a Stegosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey! We have a raid from Mark Reed. Thank you, Mark. And hello to Mark's viewers who are joining us. Uh, we are playing a game called Fossil Fighters, which I would not say it's a Pokemon ripoff, Pokemon inspired game, but with dinosaurs and a really fun battle system that's more complex than Pokemon's too. It came out in the late 2000s and for the Nintendo DS. It was a lot of fun. DS is usually vertical screens. It's sideways now, so it takes up more of the actual screen. But yeah, welcome. We're going to be learning about dinosaurs soon because we're about to revive our first one, and we'll get a little dossier of every dino as we encounter it. But yeah, thank you for joining us, Mark. For the people in chat, we will be naming dinosaurs after you guys. And if you want to name a dinosaur anything in particular, feel free to send in a super chat. Just nothing that'll get me demonetized or anything, please. Anyway, Dr. Diggins found a Stegosaurus fossil, meaning I probably should make him sound like he's from Colorado. But I'm in too deep. I was so excited, I forgot what I was saying in the first place. I ran inside to show... I forgot what I was doing in the first place. I ran inside to show my mother. She asked me where I found it, and before I knew it, I had to explain why I was digging in the garden. I've only seen my mother that angry a few times, but even so, I was excited by my discovery. That Stegosaurus fossil is still my most prized possession. But enough about me. Let me explain about becoming a fossil fighter. As a fossil fighter, you search for fossils, dig them up, then use them to revive dinosaurs. Fossil fighters strive to revive stronger and stronger dinosaurs, and eventually become master fighters. You'll bring fossils you've dug up at dig sites to the Fossil Center for cleaning and revival. Cleaning is the process of removing extra rock from around the fossil. Hey Dom, you have some experience with this. How true to
I
life is Fossil
do.
Fighters?
It is not accurate, I will not say, but it's surprise for a kid's version of what prep is. It's surprisingly good.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's definitely like gamified, but
Oh
it's not
yeah.
bad. Bringing dinosaurs to life from fossils you've cleaned is called reviving. And revived dinosaurs are called vivosaurs. More on that later. Should I be saying vivosaurs since they're revived? Fossils can be divided into four types: head, body, arms, and legs. As long as you have the head, you can revive the dinosaur. The revival process isn't perfect, though. Dinosaurs we revive pick up traits from their environment, which can give them odd appearances and powers. That's why we usually call them vivosaurs, especially since many aren't technically dinosaurs at all. In any case, you should know that the more parts you find from a vivosaur, the stronger it'll be. And while hunting for fossils is important in its own right, the cleaning is also very important. The more effectively you clean your fossils, the stronger your vivosaurs will be. I love the goofy walk cycles. Okay, time to take your first step toward becoming a fossil fighter, learning to clean a fossil. Alright, first time cleaning. Okay, let's talk cleaning. First, let me explain the screen. This is a fossil rock. There's a fossil inside, that's what makes it a fossil rock and not just a rock. What we want to do is break the rock to get the fossil out. We call that cleaning. The top screen shows how well your cleaning is going. As you clean off parts of the fossil, the blue meter will increase from the bottom. If you damage the fossil, the red meter will increase from the top. If the blue meter crosses the line, your cleaning is a success. If the red meter crosses the line, your cleaning is a failure. This is the remaining time. Time starts ticking down as soon as you begin the cleaning. Cleaning is over when the time reaches 0. If time runs out and the blue meter is past the line, congratulations, you cleaned the fossil. Don't get nervous, use as much of the time as you can, and try to be thorough, without damaging the fossil. Next, I'm going to teach you about the tools used for cleaning. The 3 icons shown here are tools that help you break and carve rocks. We'll use the stylus for these tools. First off is the drill. Select it and touch areas on the rock you want to carve away a little at a time. Using the drill will cause rock dust to build up around the fossil, which can make it hard to see. When that happens, blow into the microphone to blow away the dust. Next is the hammer. Select it and touch areas on the rock you want to smash away. Last is the X-ray. Select the X-ray icon and tap the screen to reveal the fossil inside for a few seconds. That's about it for screen explanation. Now get in there and try some actual cleaning. Mark asks, can we get one character to have an Australian accent? Dr. Dino. You know, I can try, Mark. I can try.
Yeah.
I don't know. The question is about how big and I should make it, I guess.
Wait, I know
It's been
exactly
a
who should
while.
give an Australian accent.
Uh,
The
is it the
Raptor.
love interest? Wait, who?
The Raptor. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I think I do.
Just give them all accents. They're from the evil place. Ish.
Maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and practice here. So, with the fossils in this game, most of them have a hard outer shell you gotta crack open with the hammer. There are 3 layers, and as you clear the third, you start exposing bone. Now I have exposed bone. Gotta use the drill and use the mouse to slowly extract it.
Do you want to blow on it in this?
So fun fact, when I was a kid, I learned a workaround for the blowing.
Which was?
My microphone on my DS growing up was broken. There is a workaround. Do you know about it?
I do not.
Okay. We shall see here in a minute. Now, there's going to be a little damage. It's not going to be perfect, but as long as it's above 50%, that's what matters. So you do this.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Damn it, Mark. There we are.
Tiny bit of damage.
Yeah, not bad. A smashing success. That's amazing. Apparently, I have nothing more to teach you. Keep up the good work in the future. Alright. Great job. Next, let's revive your freshly cleaned fossil. Alright, boy I just met, let's give you an apex carnivore.
It's just a Spinax.
Dude, it's like one of the best air frontliners in the game. Right off the bat.
Correct. It's also not real anymore.
Isn't Alta Spinax still real?
One of them is real, not real.
Here. Let me just double check quick.
I have it. Don't worry, you're fine. Alta Spinax is real. Excuse me.
Is real, yeah. Okay.
Alta Spinax is real. Yes.
Yes.
Beckel Spinax is the one that's not real.
Oh, Beckel Spinax isn't? That's a shame.
One of them isn't real. I forget which one.
Those are like my favorite thing. One of my favorite designs from Chaos.
Yes, Beckel Spinax isn't real. Beckel Spinax is Alta Spinax.
Okay. Also, did you know you could do this with the dinosaurs?
Yes, I did know that.
I just learned it the last time I played. Everyone, meet our first Vivosaur, Spinax, short for Alta Spinax. Alta Spinax was a medium-sized, meat-eating dinosaur from England, named for its rather tall spines on its vertebrae. Because that's all we had when we first named it. Yes, just like here. Although in real life they probably would have been more of a fin than spikes. But you know what? I don't hate it.
Doc, actually, I have a challenge for you when you do champions.
Okay.
Beat champions without using a dinosaur.
I guess Dimetro is a starter.
Yeah. It's
I
doable.
might be down for that. The only thing is, like, if people do start paying me to name dinos, I kind of want to rotate those in, so they're not just lost in the shuffle for forever.
But there's enough non-dinosaurs in champions. It's like half the roster.
That's fair. There are quite a bit.
Because once you get to Rainbow Canyon, you get a bunch of things.
You're not wrong.
Because you get like Galoro, Tophus, Dunkel.
Although, I mean, I'll think about it. Like I said, I want to rotate stuff in.
That's right.
But we also have a joke here from Beta Ray. A dinosaur was paid to demolish buildings and houses. He was called Tyrannosaurus Rex. Nice, Beta Ray Bill. Or Beta Ray. Beta Ray Bill, that's a Marvel character. Anyway, Spinax, first critter, big eating dinosaur, yada yada. I don't think much else is known about it, unfortunately. But we can see some stats here. Spinax is a good frontline dinosaur. There are different positions dinosaurs can take in battle, which you guys will see later. Spinax is good for being in the front or being a backup for the front, in case the front runner dies. It has good attack, good accuracy, but kinda low defense. However, it has an ability called Auto Counter. Auto Counter is a special ability in this game, one of many, we'll be seeing a ton of them. But basically, when a dinosaur takes damage, it will reflect a portion of that damage. So if Spinax takes 20 damage from an attack, it'll reflect about 2 damage to the attacker. Not a lot of damage, of course, but it can add up over a long fight, especially if you have healing abilities. And it becomes much more effective in the next game, actually. But yeah, here's our Spinax. He is big, he is chunky, he is one of my favorite boys. Oh, and I think we can also see a preview of its attacks. Okay, not yet. There's our head. If we ever clean a Spinax head and we get a higher point value, it'll be replaced. And the more points you have, the higher level your dinosaurs are, and the stronger they are. They also get more abilities. You also get points for battling them, so your dinosaurs aren't just stuck at level 1 forever. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end. You got a Spinax Dino Medal. One advantage of our revival process is that Vivosaurs can be carried around as Dino Medals. Dino Medals. You can always have your favorite Vivosaurs with you to challenge other fighters in fossil battles. Now, that Vivosaur right there is yours to keep, Doctor. And that about does it for the basics. Was there anything I just explained that you're still not clear on? No, I'm good. Okay then, let's take that Vivosaur to Fossil Stadium for your test. If you pass the test, you'll qualify for your fighter's license. You won't just be battling, by the way, you'll also be tested on your cleaning ability. Anytime you want to practice cleaning, just talk to this staff member. I should warn you that the practice fossil rocks are fake. You can't revive them. Okay, good luck, Doctor. Also, Hayden is pointing out the Altospinax head looks like an Allosaurus. That's true. I think Altospinax is an Allosauroid. Oh no, checking Wikipedia, it is generic Carnosaur. So, meat-eating dinosaur. That's about all we can say. And Beta Ray says, I am more entertaining than the old Dr. Dino, and I appreciate that, Beta Ray. Thank you.
Hey Doc,
No, it's
I know
not.
this is weird. I have a massive headache from staring at the white screen. Not your fault. Not your fault. I think it's just me working in a deli and me finally laying down. So I think I might leave early.
That is fair. Do you mean the white screen like at the top of the emulator or StreamYards?
I mean my computer.
Fair. Well, I mean, thank you for joining, but yeah, if you have to dip out, you can dip out, dude. No.
I am sorry. I will join later, everyone. I did not think I'd get this bad of a headache from staring at bright white lights, but I guess that's what happens when you work at a supermarket and then lay down. So
those things always give me a headache. I have to wear a hat when I go to them.
Yeah, I wear a hat at work too for the same reason. Well, everyone, thank you for letting me be here, if only for 20 minutes. I will see everyone later, and I'll see you later, Doc. Bye.
Yeah. Have a good night.
I can't.
Oh, I'll go ahead and remove him. There. All right, to the Fossil Stadium. Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of books here. There's like different articles and stuff you can go through later in the game, tutorials. It's kind of neat. Tiffany.
Hello, welcome to Fossil Stadium. You must be Doctor, here for your fighter's test. First, I'll have you take the cleaning test. When you're ready, go on through the door to your right.
Ooh, Caden has a good idea. If we get a Ceratosaurus, we need to name it Dapper. Can definitely do that. That's gonna be a while though. That'll probably be like a stream or two, to be honest with you. Tiffany says, "Good luck." All right, cleaning test. So we're not gonna get a dinosaur out of this, unfortunately, but gotta do this.
Deep, deep, deep. Greetings, I am KL34N. I wish you the best, Doctor. Good luck getting your fighter's license. You must score 50 points or higher in order to pass the cleaning test. Let us begin.
Alright. Yeah, Tyrannosaur looking head. Got it. Alright, and these are actual tests that you can fail, so I will be paying attention. Now, for the most part. This is a fairly easy one since it is your first test. As you progress through the game, though, you do have to get higher and higher percentages on more difficult fossils. To the point where I think the final test, you have to get 90 or 95% on one of the hardest fossils in the game. So there's a bit of difficulty that ramps up, which I appreciate. However, since this is a test and we only need 50%. Oh, never mind. I guess that's a thing in the next game. Well, I mean, I'd succeed, but I guess in the next game you can quit partway through when you don't forfeit the fossil. You must in the first game. I wasn't aware of that. Just dusting it up. There we are. There we are.
Excellent. We're past. Deep, deep, deep. With outstanding technique, you will surely become a top-class fossil fighter, Doctor. It is now time for the next portion of your fighter's test. Please see Tiffany at the reception desk.
Alright, and then we shall get our first taste of combat. Congratulations on passing the cleaning test, Doctor. Next, we will have you go through the common room to learn about fossil battles. This is Tipper. She'll explain to you about fossil battles. Hello, how you doing, pal? Name's Tipper. I help people out. Follow me for a sec, will you? Alright. Let us learn how to fight. This is the common room, nothing special, but a good place to get ready for a battle. Alright, here's everything you need to know about battles. Pay attention, Doctor, and you'll have your license in no time. Caden says it feels like half the people on this island are clones. To be fair, Caden, this was a DS game that fit on probably some number of megabytes big cartridge. They didn't have much space. Beta Ray asks, what is a fossil battle anyways? Do you beat each other with femurs? You fight each other with the dinosaurs you've revived. So we'll now learn how to do so. Let's start with the screen layout. What you see displayed on the bottom screen is the battlefield. On the left is your area, and on the right your opponent's. This gauge shows your shows your Vivisaur's life points, or LP. Reduce the LP of all your opponent's Vivisaurs to 0 to win. First, the attack order is determined. The battler with the lowest total LP attacks first. In this case, your LP total is lower than mine, so you'll attack first. Next, I'll explain about Fossil Power. This is your current Fossil Power. Your Vivisaur's actions in battle will use it up. FP recharges at the beginning of every turn. Your actions during battle are decided with command icons, arranged here. The green icon displays detailed Vivisaur information. The yellow uses Vivisaur skills. The red icon ends your turn. Next, I'll explain how to use skills to attack your opponent's Vivisaurs. Select the attack icon. Next, select the Vivisaur you want to have attack. Our Spinax. This is your list of skills. This is a skill name, this is the skill's attack power, and this is the skill cost. Go ahead and select Spinax Fang. Now select the target. Okay. And here's the attack. Chomp. 24 damage. Each Vivisaur can attack 1 time per turn. Now your turn is over. To end your turn, select Yes. Your turn is officially over. And those are the basics. No problem, right? Alright. Now time for the fossil battle. Oh, you played this on Android Beta Ray. Must have been on an emulator. I don't think it ever got released for phones. Tiffany, nicely done. Now it's time for your final test of Fossil Battle. Let me warn you that if you lose, you'll be sent back to the hotel. You'll want to give it your best. When you're ready, head into the battle area through the door to your right. Alright. And these final battles / tests are kind of like gym battles in Pokemon. You beat the people, or you gotta prove you can clean fossils, then you fight someone, and then your dinosaurs get stronger. Well, kind of. You get stronger. You'll see. Anyway, enter Fossil Battle. Our first opponent is this guy. Captain Travers. This is the guy who brought us here to the island. Haha, we meet again, Doctor. Do you remember me? I'm the captain of the fine vessel that brought you to this island. I guess it's time for your first fossil battle. And I don't expect to lose, Doctor. Oh yeah, one more thing I should let you know. There's a formation screen before battle, but it doesn't matter now since this is a one-on-one battle. Press the ready button on the lower right of the formation screen to advance to the next screen. Alright, it's time for battle. Hope you got some moves for me. Alright, combat. So this screen allows you to organize your dinosaurs. We only have one, so our Spinax is in this first slot here. But you can fit him into any of these. The red slot is your frontliner. They stand in front, they take the most damage, but they deal the most damage. Blue slots support the red slot. Some dinosaurs are just as good at attacking from the blue as the red, but normally they deal less damage, though they do take less damage too. And green slots don't function in combat. These are like if you want to take a couple dinosaurs along to gain XP, or if you want some extras so that you can swap them in with your other dinosaurs for better battles. And this is our opponent, a Goyo, or Goyocephale. We will talk about this whenever we actually revive it, but these little guys can be a menace. They can be if you use them right. And let's just begin. Alright. Us versus Captain Travers. Oh, and over here on the left you will see two commentators that constantly talk about the fight. Ooh, starts off with a crit. And we auto counter for 1 damage. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and attack with Spinax Fang. And we almost one-shot it. But that's all the attacks we can do, so turn over. He bonks us again. Pow! Again! 2 crits in a row. Kate is asking if Goyocephale is valid. I believe it is, but I could be wrong. And we're going to go ahead and do the only thing we can do. Spinax Fang, dead. Oh, we get a crit. That's nice. Little dramatic death animation there. But we win! So we are now officially a fossil fighter. Well, how about that, Doctor? I guess that makes you an official fossil fighter. Now I've got some advice for you. If you lose a fossil battle, you'll just be returned to your hotel. But try to save as often as possible, you hear? No sense taking risks at your age. Oh, right. Here's a little something for you. It's a fossil rock of the Vivosaur you said you liked. So we get a special bone from a Deinonychus from this guy, because we talked with him on the boat. And this is actually a part of the skeleton you can't get until, like, late in the game. So getting it early means whenever we get a Deinonychus, it'll have a special ability it's not supposed to have till later, which is kind of exciting. But that rock I just gave you isn't a head fossil, so you can't revive it right away. The head is somewhere out there for you to find, Dr. Wishing you the best. Good luck. Alright. You're officially a fossil. Oh? Congratulations, Doctor. You've passed your fighter's test. I can now present you with your fighter's license. There we are. Level 1 fighter. I love the fighter's license design too. It looks goofy, but it's cute. Also, I guess that is the best look we will get at our main character. You get a fighter's license. That is proof that you are now a recognized fossil fighter. Congratulations, Doctor. That makes you a level 1 fighter. You now have access to some new features in your status menu. Yikes, where did the time go? You must be tired. Anyway, Doctor, sorry for all the yapping again. Sorry. Your life as a licensed fossil fighter begins with a bang tomorrow. Get yourself a good night's rest. Best of luck on your road to becoming a master fighter, Doctor. Great. So the tutorial is almost over. We just have a little bit left to go, I promise. And we'll actually get into the meat and potatoes of the game. So we'll go ahead and save. Chapter 1, The Missing Medals. Alright, wake up at our hotel and we can use the status menu. Hello, Dr. Diggins says. Hello, anyone at home, Doctor? Sorry, just a second. I have apparently lost the audio for my screen share. That is strange. Let's go ahead and pull that back up. There we are. Dr. Diggins. Hello, anyone home, Doctor? I forgot a few things. I do that sometimes. Oh, I can't hear any audio, actually. Might have to restart the emulator, but that won't take too long. This is your fighter's journal. Do-do-do. That fighter's journal is really useful. It'll tell you what you're supposed to do next. Also, here's a sonar system for finding fossil rocks, and a pickaxe for digging them up. The sonar device detects objects buried underground, including fossil rocks. You should get some practice first, Doctor, so I recommend you go try it out at the trial dig site. Alright. So we're going to go to the park and talk to Beginner at the park area. There are a few puns in the names in this game, as you will soon see. So Beginner is going to show us the maps. Anyway, I've got to get back to the Fossil Center. Stop by if you have any questions. There he goes. Alright, I'm going to save my game and restart my emulator. So, okay, restart the emulator, so hopefully we get sound again. I'd rather not have sound, because the music in this game is pretty nice, to be honest. Go ahead and share again. Alright. And we'll go ahead and pull up the game. This is an underground sonar cannon. Oh, I still can't hear it. What's going on? Oh, I can't hear it because my earbuds died without warning. That happens sometimes. That explains it. I legitimately could not hear the game. Everything's okay. My earbuds just died. Won't be a problem unless we get another guest. If we do, I'll have to run and get my other one. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. Anyway, to the trial dig site. Here we go. Or practice dig site, rather. Hotel manager. Greetings, Doctor. Congratulations on acquiring your fighter's license. Please allow me to explain the status menu. And we can skip through this. It's just the menu that tells you stuff about your character, what fossils you have, what dinos you have, stuff like that. So we can skip through it. There we are. Just a lot of technical stuff we don't really have to read. Although, we do need to get somewhere. Okay. There are... Okay, as soon as we find a special kind of computer, we can actually name our Spinax. And it might be in here. And I want to because I need to name it after someone. I already know who to name it after. Oh, right, okay. Dr. Dickens and the cleaning lab. Well now, Doctor, let me introduce KL33N. He'll be assisting you with cleaning. Pleased to meet you. Beep. I'm KL33N at your service. KL33N is here to help you manage your fossil rocks and clean fossils. Talk to KL33N whenever you bring in new fossil rocks for cleaning. He'll help you get everything cleaned and revived the way they should be. I am unrivaled when it comes to revival. Bottle to serve. I love the design for these silly little robots in this game. KL338 is also programmed to observe your cleaning and learn over time. When he's watched you long enough, you may well be able to let him handle all your cleaning for you. I will do my best. And I will certainly learn faster by watching the master. You've got to give him credit for his eagerness, huh? I'm sure you guys will get along great. Okay, I need to get back to work, but my lab is just in the next room. Stop by any time if you have questions. Alrighty. So this is our cleaning bot. He helps us clean, and as the doctor alluded to, wow, this part of the game actually aged somewhat. We will be training this artificial intelligence to partially take over our job. It's not as terrible as that in the game, but yeah, that's what we're doing. And it'll clean rocks automatically for you as long as you have cleaned them before. That's the catch. So he can't clean new rocks. He won't replace you completely, but he helps automate the process for you. Also, hello, Robin. It has been a while. Hope you're doing good. Anyway, let us get to that practice dig site. Do. Right, let's talk to Beginner. So, you're the new fighter, eh? My name is Beginner. No jokes, please. I teach all the rookies who come here the basics of digging up fossils. Shall we go to the trial dig site and get some hands-on experience? Yes. Right, let's go. So here is the other main mini-game of the game. You go around, you dig fossils, and you take them and clean them so you can fight with them. That's the basic gameplay. Alright, let me show you how to use your sonar. Look at the sonar readout on the upper screen. The arrow in the middle is you. Activate the sonar, and it'll display dots where something is buried. Could be a fossil, could be a normal rock, or something else. Then you go to that spot and press the A button to swing your pickaxe to clean it. Just be careful to not stand directly on top of the dot. Step in front of it and then press the button. Now let's practice. I'll bury 3 rocks, and I want you to find and dig them up. And she'll go around, her hands are triangles. Oh, they had no vertices. They had no polygons to work with these models. They really didn't. Okay, use your sonar now to find the 3 rocks that I buried. I'll even let you keep any fossil rocks you dig up. Alright. Well, she didn't go very far. We can see them even on this really, really tiny sonar screen. Let's go over here. Got a Spinax head. Congratulations! That's exactly how you do it. Looks like that's a fossil you've already revived. But you can clean the same fossil again for more points. With a better quality fossil, it'll make your dinosaur better. Anything you dig up will be stored in your case. Your case can currently hold 8 fossils. Beyond that, you'll have to throw something away. So yes, you have a very small inventory when you first start. Just a normal rock. That'll happen sometimes. Unfortunately, you will dig up normal rocks sometimes. Don't let it slow you down, though. And lastly, a new fossil rock. That's a fossil you have yet to revive. You don't know what's in it until you've cleaned it. When we're done here, you'll want to take it over to the fossil center for cleaning. Now feel free to roam around and dig up fossil rocks in the area. Just take them to the centers for cleaning. Dig, clean, revive. That's the path to a large stable of powerful vivisaurs and success in battle. When you're ready to leave the trial dig site, just let me know. So what we want to do is we want to get a full case of new rocks. That way, hopefully, we can add some parts to the vivisaurs we already have. Not that the area is very big, but you want to get as many as you can. And you always want to be on the lookout for new fossils. New fossils to get new dinosaurs, and new fossils to make old dinosaurs better. And we're ready to leave, so say goodbye to the beginner. Okay. And off we go. Sorry, something in my eye. Alright, Fossil Center. Do-do-do. Like I said, we will be seeing that carpet a lot. Hope you guys are ready for that. And again, we're back to KL33N. You can talk to him. When you talk to him, he'll chat a little bit. After we clean some, he'll start to gain experience. The more fossils you clean, the better he will be at automatically cleaning, is the idea. Clean by hand. That's all we can really do for now. Well, we have at least 2 different kinds of fossils here. So as you can see, the rocks don't always look the same. They come in a variety of shapes. Later on, they'll come in a variety of colors too, which can be kind of interesting with some of them. But we'll go ahead and start here. Oh, this is our Deinonychus bones that the captain gave us. Okay. These are Deinonychus claws. So we want to try to do a good job because they're the namesake of the channel. And to be honest with you guys, well, I accidentally heard it quite a bit. That's not good. As soon as we can get a Deinonychus, we are probably going to keep it on our team for the rest of the game. But we'll see. I don't think I've ever actually played through the game with the Deinonychus on the team, so yeah, that'll be interesting. Ooh, okay. So the rock is tough. It's hard to explain unless you actually play the game and get a feel for it. But some rocks are softer than others, and some fossils are softer than others. This one feels like a soft fossil in hard rock. So it's easy to dig down too deep and hurt the bone. Which, funny enough, kind of tracks for my experience with actual Deinonychus remains. They are very fragile. But there's the feet with big toe claws. Can't revive it because it's not a head. So we're just going to continue our cleaning and start on one of these 4 identical rocks. Oh, I see teeth. That means head. And a Tyrannosaur head at that. So they can go ahead and get hammering. Bone, break up the bone. No, don't break the bone. I'm saying. I will say I do know what this one is, and it's an interesting dinosaur to say the least. You guys will see what I mean. Right? Or big part of the nose up here. Almost done. So, there we are. Not 100%, but pretty close to it. 98%. Not bad. It is a Shan head, which is probably not a dinosaur any of you have ever heard of before, for a reason. And there she is, Shanosaurus. Oh boy, there's a story with this one. Well, kind of. So this is Shan. It is a small, mostly support dinosaur. Also, our first Tyrannosaur of the game, and it is no longer valid. So for those of you who don't know, sometimes dinosaurs can be named, and we find out through further research that they are something else. And sometimes that something else has already been named. So the new dinosaur gets lumped in with the old. Such is the case for Shanosaurus. This is, in fact, a juvenile Tarbosaurus now. The one of the closest relatives of T-Rex. So kind of sad. It isn't a real dinosaur anymore, but this thing's kind of fun. It's decent in the support zone. It's decent up front or as a backup for the front. Kind of low health, but like it says here, it does have a high crit rate. And its main attack requires very little fossil power, so it's easy to sneak in attacks with this thing. And we can go ahead and end. There we are. And the rest of these are Shan heads, which is not that big a surprise. Doctor, how may I serve you? Go ahead and quit. See you again soon. Oh, and here we go. Oh right, robot voice. I'm not gonna do the whole robot voice. Almost forgot, I need to explain about the fossil rocks kept in your case. Please look at the screen. Rocks with a new icon hold fossils that you have not cleaned yet. Those with a point value contain fossils you have previously cleaned. This number, PT, or points, is the highest point value you've gotten so far in a clean. These numbers can help you decide what fossils to keep and which ones to leave for others. Others being him. He gets them. Okay, I guess we can't drop them off yet. We will eventually be able to drop off fossil rocks for him. Oh, maybe now. We'll see. just pulls a vending machine out of his pocket. Oh, Doctor, says Dr. Diggins. This Vivisaur Management Machine, or VMM, holds your Vivisaurs as medals for storage and organization. It can also be used to make teams, letting you match up to 3 Vivisaurs to fight together. Lastly, this is where you select which team you carry around with you. Right then, let's get you up to speed on how to use it. So this is how we decide which dinosaurs we bring with us and which we leave in the box of doom and despair. Forever. You can have up to 3 pre-selected teams. You can change them individually. I only really ever have one team that I make. But you can make a few different ones for different situations. So we're going to go ahead and put Shan on our team. And we should be able to nickname the dinosaurs too. Edit. Okay. Oh wait, can we not? Well, we should Shan there, I suppose. Wait, can we not nickname? Ah, man, I could have sworn you were able to nickname your dinosaurs. Is that just a second game thing? Oh, man. Well, that's crummy. I I could have sworn you were able to rename dinosaurs. That's my bad. I'll take the banner down. Shoot. No one's sent in a super chat yet, so I'm going to unpin that. That's sucky. Honestly, I thought you could rename your dinosaurs. Maybe there's a way to later on. But yeah, we can nickname them in our hearts. Caden, that Spinax is named after you, man. Shoot. Oh, that's too bad. Let's go ahead and leave the fossil somewhere. Let's see. I already talked to Beginner. Okay, I guess we have to go back to the trial dig site. Never mind. I'm good at reading, can you tell? I'll head back to the park area. Go back to Beginner. Ready to go to the trial dig site? Yes! Let's go. And here we meet our rival, sort of. You'll see what I mean. Oh, hi there, you must be new. I'm Holt. Good to meet you. By the way, you've only fought one-on-one battles so far, right? Let me show you how to deal with two-on-two battles. That's probably the nicest introduction to a fight I've seen yet. Alright, let me explain two-on-two battles. Let me start by explaining the red, blue, and green zones that the Vivosaurs stand on. We've already been through this. Red zone, best for attacking, but you take more damage. Blue, you take less damage, but you deal less damage. The green zones, you can shuffle dinosaurs into. They can't be hurt there, and they lose all negative status effects, but they also can't do anything. And they're stuck there for like 2 turns, so use with caution. Other than that, oh yeah, and dinosaurs in blue zones will give beneficial effects to the dinosaurs in red zones, like there. That's a percentage, that's not an actual point value. So our Shan Shan gives our Spinax plus 5% to attack, defense, accuracy, and evasion. All 5 of them, or all 4 of them, plus 5%. Some dinosaurs are only really meant for the red zone, the attack zone. So when they're in there, so when they go in, sorry, some dinosaurs are meant for blue zones, some are meant for red zones, and some are meant to go between. Ones meant for the red zone will often give debuffs to allies if they are placed in the support zone. Whereas dinosaurs that are meant to go in the blue zone can either buff their allies or debuff their opponents. And sometimes to a very good degree. There's an endgame dinosaur that can reduce your opponent's attack by 90%. It's kinda nutty, and it'll carry you through the entire game when you get it. Okay. Anyway, we do have less attack, so we go first. This is the swap icon, which lets us swap a red dinosaur for a blue dinosaur. And he's going to make us do that, too. So now our Shan Shan is in front. Okay, yeah, we just skip through that. You guys will pick up on the basics as we go. It's not really that complicated, but there is enough there that it can be tough for some fights. And let's go ahead and fight him. Let's give it a shot. See if we can beat Holt. And he's going to explain this screen for us. But again, I already explained it. You guys will pick up on it. It's pretty simple. Alright, and now we fight. Alright, so we're up against an iguanodon, which bobs and weaves like a boxer, and a velociraptor. Against our Spinax and Shan Shan. Let's roll. We are going to keep Spinax in the front row. He hits harder, he has more health. Just makes more sense. Alright, but he does have less health, so he's going to go first. Attacking with the raptor. For very little damage. Like I said, usually dinosaurs in blue zones hit much weaker. But yeah, as you can see, our Spinax, all of its stats are up 5%. So it usually has 20 attack, now it has 21. I think there's a minimum... No, I don't... Let me think. I believe it rounds down. So Spinax usually has a defense of 8, plus 5% doesn't equal an increase of at least 1, so it stays at 8. But its attack is normally 20, plus 5% is 21, so it goes to 21. So it's the percentage rounded down to the nearest one. We'll go ahead and use our Spinax Fang on his Iguanodon. Oh! We get a crit and we one-shot it. I actually didn't expect that. I guess that's the third one we've gotten with Spinax. It must have a high crit rate. But you can see here, when your dinosaur dies, you get a ton of FP, which can help turn the tide of battle. Though there are dinosaurs you can get that kind of mitigate that later on. So we'll hit with Spinax Fang. Oh, it's hanging on by like 1 health. But we have enough for our Shan Shan to bite 2. Quick little chomp. And there he goes. Battle over. Pretty easy. Then again, we are now exiting the tutorial, so it's going to be a little easy. Fights do get kind of difficult in this game, especially if you try to do a Nuzlocke, which I've tried once. I don't think I beat the game, but I tried it, and it got kind of tough. Holt. Wow, that's some good battling there. I mean, you beat me, and I'm pretty good. Light bulb. Oh, I guess I should explain about battle points. Battle points are XP. You gain XP by beating other people in a fight. The tougher the battle, usually the more XP you get, though not always. Kind of depends. You usually gain 1 or 2 points from any random fight, but you can get 3 or more from especially tough fights, up to... I think the toughest fights in the game will give you 50, which is an entire level. But that's like a post-game thing if you want 100% get all your dinos to max level. So we won't be messing with that. Though we might go for all dinosaurs. I mean, it makes sense too. Dr. Diggins. Hi there, Doctor. Looks like you've revived 2 Vivisaurs already. In that case, I think you've learned everything you can at the trial dig site. I'm giving you permission to travel to an honest-to-goodness dig site, Greenhorn Plains. It took me until I was embarrassingly old to learn what a greenhorn is. It basically just means newbie land, newbie plains. Talk to the harbor receptionist, Beth, to arrange visits to dig sites. As a level 1 fighter, Doctor, you're cleared to visit Greenhorn Plains. I hope you find lots of fossil rocks there. Good luck, Doctor. Don't excavate anything I wouldn't excavate. Alright, and there we go. I believe it's only Shan heads you can find here, so we're not going to bother with anything. I'm just going to double check to make sure you can't name your dinosaurs. Dang it! Dang it, dang it, dang it. I thought you could do that, man. That makes me mad. I'm pretty sure you can nickname dinosaurs in the second game. I really hope you can. Oh well. Excuse me. Hiccuping for some reason. Let's talk to Beth and go find our first dig site, shall we? Hello, you must be here for your first digging expedition. How exciting for you. As a level 1 fighter, you can visit Greenhorn Plains. Alright, and we're gonna go there. Hello, Bree! Hope you're having a good evening. What? Made that full screen for some reason. So, Greenhorn Plains. And for each dig site, you get a little explanation here, description. Right in the center of Ivysaur Island, this expansive plain is a good spot for rookies to get started digging. There's like 5 or 6 dig sites, I think, and a couple secret ones that you can find later. But we're going with the basics now. And as you progress in the game, you unlock more dig sites with different kinds of dinosaurs. And rarer ones too, sometimes. Alright, off on the boat! Off on our little Pteranodon boat. Alright. Oh, there's Holt again. Hey, Doctor, good to see you again. I'm just on my way to clean some new fossils. But there's something else I forgot to tell you about. If you find that there's another fossil fighter trying to dig up the same fossil as you have the option of battling to see who gets to keep the fossil rock. If you win, it's yours. Finally, one more thing, and that's your system for random encounters. At dig sites, you can find breakable obstacles and unbreakable obstacles. This one can be destroyed, and this one can't. You can usually tell based on their colors. Besides rocks, there's also like breakable tree stumps, barrels, and other stuff. Sometimes they have money hidden in them, or new paths, so try to break as many as you can. I think that's all there is to tell you. Just remember to clean your fossils. Dig, clean, revive, and off he goes. Alright. I mean, we might as well break the rock. Yeah, we get some money. Alright, let's go ahead and start digging. And unfortunately for this game, you are stuck to this camera view when you're out and about. Limitations of the time. The next game lets you see a lot more, and I appreciate it for that. But yeah, we're just going to start wandering around, looking for stuff. And we got a random rock. New Shan head, which we don't need. So we're going to replace that as soon as we can. New fossil rock. New fossil rock. Oh, hello. I'm an employee of the Fossil Center. The area past here is rich with rare and incredible fossils. Fossil battles are prohibited beyond this point, though. Can't risk damaging the fossils, can we? You'll have to hand over your dino medals to me before entering. Sounds quite legit. We're not going to do that for now because I want to find new fossils and revive them. This is the next step to progressing the story. But I want to find new fossils. Oh, there we are. New fossil rock. Now, unfortunately, since our radar is so tiny now, I kind of want to hug the outer edges. of the map so you don't miss anything. Oh, come on. There. Yes, we do want to swap this with an old fossil rock. I'll swap it for the Spinax head. Right? Right, there's the entrance again. There we are. New one. And we'll swap this one again. That might be a copy of the other new one we have, but never know until you try. There are like a dozen different shapes the fossils can be, if not more. So sometimes it doesn't hurt doubling it. Alright. New fossil rock. Yes, I do want to swap. Oh, that's a new shape. New fossil rock, yes. Another one of that new shape. Okay. Oh. There you are, you little bugger. Yes, I do want to swap. Okay. And we have a whole case of new fossil rocks. I suppose we can go ahead and head back in now. Get back into town. Whole case of rocks to clean. Up the carpet we go. Alright. Now let's go ahead and clean. See what this one is, because we got 3 of them. Ah, it's an arm, okay. So again, arm fossils, you can't revive new dinosaurs from them, but if it's a new part to a dino you have, it gains a new ability. So we do want non-head fossils to make our existing dinosaurs stronger. And this one appears to be a Tyrannosaur arm. And we do already have a Tyrannosaur on our team, so maybe we'll get to level up our Shan a bit. Alright. There we go, 100% I think! Alright. So each level for a Vivosaur is 50 points, so this should, level up our Shan by 2 levels. Alright, let's integrate it. Da-da-da. Oh, almost level 4. And it got a lot stronger. Jesus. It's actually stronger than our Spinax now. Holy cow. Yeah, on every metric except health, it has 2 less health. And we also got a new attack for it, Shan combo. And as you can see, it has a little more attack for double the cost, but that doesn't mean it's not worth it. Especially if your frontline dino dies, you probably want to go all in, especially since you get that big boost of FP right afterwards. Go ahead and continue cleaning. Oh, and these two are not Shan arms because they're still new. That's exciting. I think I might know what they are then. Yes! A Dromaeosaur skull. Let's see, have we seen any Dromaeosaurs yet, everybody? Because this is the first one we're cleaning, so we're about to meet a new dinosaur, though we might have seen it in the game already. Well, it's definitely a dromaeosaur, Caden. I will say the specific bones are not always unique for each species. Related species will sometimes have like the same head fossil you have to clean, but they'll usually be encased in a different rock. Ah, man, 1 point of damage, really? Oh well. Can't be perfect, I guess. Come on, so close. There we go. Yeah, it's either 98 or 99%. Nine. Dang it. 99%. And it is Velociraptor. Alrighty. There we are. Good old V-Raptor. Level 1, unfortunately, but it'll level up as soon as we have a fight with it. Alright. So, Velociraptor. I mean, y'all know what Velociraptor is. Probably the most famous raptor dinosaur, at least in popular culture. It means speedy thief, and that's probably how it would have lived. A small, agile coyote, like small coyote-sized predator, roaming Mongolia. The real thing was about the size of a turkey, famously. Probably would hunt into mostly small things, although we do have evidence that they at least sometimes fought with Protoceratops, though the exact cause of those battles has been debated. But yeah, very famous dinosaur, very fun dinosaur. And in this game, Velociraptor is really good at causing poison damage. Different families of dinosaurs tend to have certain traits. Like Tyrannosaurs are usually good at direct damage, Allosaurs are usually good in teams. Raptors are either good in teams, and I do mean good in teams, or they're good at poisoning. And Velociraptor is a poisoner. Although I don't believe, yeah, it doesn't have any poison attacks to start with. It also eventually learns Inflame, which boosts your damage. A lot, actually. So it's a really good kind of support dino, even though it doesn't have any passive units. But yeah, speedy little thief. Not bad. And we're going to go ahead and keep cleaning. Figure out what this bone is. I actually don't know. Oh, never mind. I think it... Yeah, looks like an ankylosaur skull. I do know what this is. It's actually one of my favorite dino designs. Well, one of my favorite designs in the game. There's a lot of good designs in the game, and already a point of damage. I can barely hear the music right now, so my apologies if I am off tune. Caden is guessing it is Zool. As much as I wish it was Zool the Destroyer of Shins, Caden, this game came out in 2008. I believe Zool was named in 2018 or the early 2020s. So cannot be Zool, unfortunately, though I wish it could be. Man. Okay, a couple points of damage, but not too bad. Still a smashing success, 97%. Goyle head. It has not been revived. Commence revival! Ready. Meet Goyle, or Gargoyleosaurus. There we are. So Gargoyleosaurus is a small ankylosaur. Excuse me. It's a small ankylosaur from the Morrison Formation in North America, meaning this thing lived alongside Allosaurus and Stegosaurus. You don't usually think of ankylosaurs and stegosaurs living together, but they did in at least a few places. They evolved around the same time. It appears ankylosaurs just lasted the end of the Cretaceous, while stegosaurs did not. But Gargoyleosaurus itself is small, it's spiky, and it probably wouldn't have been very fun to hunt, though Allosaurus would attack literally anything. In this game, it is actually one of well, it's a very good support dinosaur. Very good for support. It's not very strong on its own, but it boosts the attacking, like it boosts your main dinosaur's attack by 30%. So that adds up really quick in a game where even a couple points of attack can mean a big difference in damage numbers. That said, it has low health and low defense, so you have to keep it well protected. As long as you do, your main dino is going to hit really hard. It also has a much better chance to hit with a plus 20% to accuracy. However, you do not want to fight with this thing. Remember, Shan, its weakest attack only takes 7 or 30 FP. Goyle's lowest takes 70. So this is like your last resort in a fight if everything else dies. Support main, for sure. We're gonna keep cleaning. And we're gonna do this one. Ooh, we have some long, thin claws. I wonder who these belong to. And we've already got... Okay, maybe I need to be a little less hammer happy when doing a little bit of damage. I mean, it's only a little bit of damage, but starting out with an extra level for a Vivosaur is kind of nice. An extra 2 levels is extra nice, especially if they're one you want to use. But, again, as long as you're getting consistently high, they catch up within like a couple of days. And this one is fairly easy to do. There we are! That's like 95%. 96, okay, close. Very close. V-Raptor arms. Alright. So that'll bring our Velociraptor up to level 3. And give it a new attack. So, a lot more health and a little more attack, and it can now do Toxic Combo. So, in this game, poison damage does a fixed percentage of an enemy. Well, I believe it's a fixed percentage of an enemy's health. And it can be nasty, especially with higher HP opponents. Alright, one last new fossil to clean. Alright. Looks to be an ankylosaur foot. So probably another part for our Goyle. Yeah, it's not going to be a perfect one. I'm being kind of sloppy. But hey, if it gets the job done. Like, a level's a lot. Oh, yeah, that's more than a little sloppy, unfortunately. But hey, a level's a level. Actually, it'd be 2 levels as long as it's about 50%. Clean the defossil, clean the defossil. Come on, not much more. Not much more. Oh, come on. Almost there. Almost there. What are we missing? Gotcha. Oh, we're not. Okay. I got everything, didn't I? There it is. Jesus. Well, that's our lowest score yet at 87. I mean, it's still a B, but definitely lower. Oh well. Sorry. Gotta crack my back there. Alright. That'll bring our Goyle up to level 3, though. Is still very weak, but it has good support effects. Oh, and it can inflict Excite. So if you remember, when we attack with our dinosaurs, uh, sorry, when we're in combat, we can shuffle an enemy from the main attack zone to the safety zone. Excite prevents them from moving, so you can trap a weak dinosaur in the attack zone and then hammer it down. That is all of our new bones, and we have a couple new dinos to add to our team. So I'm gonna go ahead and quit. Thank you, KL33N. All right. So here's the funny thing. Our our support dino is currently stronger than our main attack dino. So, for the first time ever that I've played this game, Shan's gonna go in front. I think we're gonna have Goyle be in the second support slot. So, so if your lead dino dies, the one in the attack zone, the first support zone dino replaces them, followed by the second. If the second one dies, then game over. So Goyle will be the last one to enter, but that also means whenever these two are in the front, they get plus 30% attack. So that's like 7-8 points for Shan. That's a pretty good boost. All these stats go up to 99, I believe. So plus 8 is substantial. And we're going to put Velociraptor in here. We're not going to use them right now. They don't really buff much, and I mean, they have more health, but they're kind of weaker than Spinax. Yeah, we're going to keep them back there. And they'll gain XP. And can always swap them in sometime later for a bit of variety. But there's our team, and we can go ahead and go back out in the field now. And I think we will go ahead and, well, we'll dig around for fossils quick and then continue the story. Not really a spoiler, but you can find Spinax fossils in Greenhorn Plains. I know, first dinosaur, you're gonna find fossils there in the first zone. So if we can get Spinax arms, then we can get a new move for Spinax, it'll level up. That'll be good. You might have noticed we've been getting all head and arm fossils. You can only get those two types of fossils at the start. To get more parts of the body, you need to improve your radar, and you need money for that. And we have no money right now. So we're going to go ahead and... new Shan arms. Okay. Ooh, a lot of bones. Okay. Now, a rock. Huh? Spinax head. So, Caden, I know not to trust the staff guy. Unfortunately, we have to talk to him to continue the story. I know he's shady, believe me, I know. But you do have to give away your dino medals in order to progress. I will eventually start getting the distances down for that. There we are. No need to swap out the Shan arms. We already have those at 100%. Ooh, I think I heard 3 or 4 pings there. Don't need new Spinax head. Okay. Don't need new Goyle arms. Ours are low, but I don't really want to clean that fossil again. Don't need new V-Raptor arms. And you know, we are throwing away fossils that I, as an actual, like as a paleontologist, would be just ecstatic to find dozens of. But in this game, you know, you can only have so many fossils. And it's not really worth getting copies of ones you already have unless you want to donate them. And we can't even. There's a donate function that you can do later in the game. We can't do it yet, so there's no point in really collecting many of these unless you want to be an absolute perfectionist. Which you can be, and I'm not going to knock people who want to get all 100% on every fossil. Like, if you want to do that, go ahead. I'm not going to, though. Right. I'm an employee of the Fossil Center. The area past here is rich with rare and incredible fossils. Fossil battles are prohibited beyond this point, though. We can't risk damaging the fossils, can we? You'll have to hand over your dino medals to me before entering. So we will hand over our medals to the Shady Gang. Thanks for your compliance. You're free to enter. Amazing and rare fossils await you. Let your sonar guide the way and dig to your heart's content. So, full transparency, we did just get scammed. But the funny thing is, if you come back here after the game ends, it is actually full of rare fossils. But that's like a late game / post game thing. It's not not for this stage in the story. The stage in the story, it's all rocks. And we have one of our many stock fossil fighters who was continuously hip thrusting forever. Must have amazing glutes. I'm starting to wonder about those so-called amazing and rare fossils. All I'm finding is junk. Okay, I'm not doing that voice. Never mind. Jesus. I might be finishing up within the next half hour or so, because, yeah, my throat's getting tired. This guy can't find anything cool. A boot? A tin can? What's next? An old tire? Sheesh. So we have 3 generic guys, then, ooh, a pretty lady. I wonder who she is. God, what would be a cursed voice to do for this? I can try Scottish. I don't think I've seen you before. Are you a rookie? Anyway, good luck. Oh, that's it. Same thing. Okay. Well, we go to leave, and what's this? We find something. You picked up dino medals. After a quick check, you confirmed that they're yours. Wait, where'd they go? Yeah. The guy from the Fossil Center who was here before. Where did he go? I wasn't the only one to hand my Dino's medals over to that guy, was I? We've all been tricked. There wasn't a single amazing or rare fossil to be found around here. All I got was a bunch of rusty, dirty old garbage. And to make matters worse, he ran off with my medals. Wait, you still got your Dino medals? How'd you manage that? Oh, I get it. You're a rookie. Your Venusaurs are still pretty weak. That's why he just tossed your Dino medals on the ground. But my Venusaurs were all really strong. I was ready for my level up battle. That guy said he worked for the Fossil Center, so I guess that's a place to start. Come on, let's get to the Fossil Center.
Surprisingly, that voice is not killing my throat. At least as much as the other one.
I sure hope you have an explanation for this.
Sorry, miss, but I don't understand. Can I help you with something?
Girl, help me with something. How about getting back my dynamitals that your employee stole from me in Greenhorn Plains?
Greenhorn Plains, you say? Let me check the duty roster. It'll just take a moment. That's odd. We actually don't have anyone scheduled for duty in Greenhorn Plains today.
What? What do you mean? Who stole my medals then? This is bad. This is very bad. We'll have to go talk to the police. The police station is in the guild area. Let's go.
You know, I'm doing a slightly better Scottish accent than I thought, but I bet if we had any Scots in the chat, they'd probably disagree with me. Alright, so this is the third area that we have not visited yet. Hello, dancing girl. There are 4 buildings here. We will actually be visiting at least 2 of them, a surprising amount. The Fossil Guild we'll get to later, but that's basically where you sell certain fossils, gemstones you find, and upgrade your tools. Stuff like that. You can also buy masks, which are surprisingly useful in this game. But we'll get into all that later.
I'm sure Captain Bulwark will be able to help us.
Officer.
Is there something wrong? Yes, there's something wrong. I need to talk to Captain Bulwark immediately.
Captain Bulwark should be in the captain's office, as usual. I'm sure he can help you with whatever problems you might have.
Thank you very much. I'll talk to him.
Okay. Also, you'll notice all of the rooms are hanging around in space because, technology limitations. Caden, I don't know who that is. I'm just talking.
Captain Bulwark.
Oh, what's the matter, young lady? Did someone throw away one of your dolls or something?
Hardly. My dynametals have been stolen. My dynametals. Without them, do I even count as a fighter? I need the police to investigate immediately. The criminals should be out there, or could be out there stealing medals right now.
Well, that is serious. Do you remember what the suspect looked like?
Yeah, he had eyes like a Lambeosaurus, and his mouth was exactly like an Attack Titan's.
Oh, finding this criminal might be tougher than I thought.
But I had 10 dino medals. Do you know how long it took me to get them? I had the perfect team already for my level of battle. I won't stand for this. Oh, sorry. Here I am dragging you over the island, and I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Rosie. Your name's Doctor. Nice to meet ya. I'd be real grateful if you help me look for the thief.
Wait a minute. If you suddenly got a bunch of brand new Vivisaurs, you'd want to try them out, right? I would think the criminal is heading someplace where fossil battles are fought.
Someplace like Fossil Stadium. That's it. Thank you, Captain Bulwark. Okay, let's get to Fossil Stadium. Now, see, the thing is, Rosie's voice is slowly changing there, and I know I'm mimicking something, but I cannot remember what it is. If anyone has an idea of who I'm mimicking there, please let me know. Also, I'm going to go ahead and save. I think we're going to finish this chapter, and then we're going to call it quits. I think. Seems like a good spot. Finish the prologue, finish chapter 1. Next time we can do chapter 2 and maybe 3, depending on how long 2 takes. 2 is actually kind of a fun one. Well, kind of a fun one. We'll see. You'll see what I mean later. Let's enter a fossil battle. You never know. Someone might be using my precious Vivisaurs to win battles. Are you ready to fight? Did you save? Be sure you're all set. We did in fact save. Also, that fire there is a static PNG is what that is. Caden, it does kind of sound like Gobber, but not quite Gobber, but similar, I think.
Are you here to compete in a fossil battle?
Yes, we are.
May I please see your fighter's license? Doctor, our records list you as a level 1 fighter. When you're ready, please head through the door on your right to the battle area.
It said arena for a second. Okay, so this is weird. This is weird, and I don't know where I'm pulling this from. I think I'm pulling that voice from someone doing an impression of Merida, like the Disney princess, like someone doing a joking impression of Merida, probably from some video I've seen. Because I do that voice, and I want to, I remember someone saying in that voice, don't you wish you could change your fate? Like in that exaggerated Scottish brogue. I think that's where I got it from. I have no idea what video I'm pulling it from, though. Let us enter a fossil battle. Let's get our stuff back. Grr. Hey, that man has my dinosaurs. But don't worry, those Vivisaurs aren't my best ones. You should be able to win easily. Remember, if you don't, you will never catch the thief. You have to win. And now that voice is dragging on me, so I think I will be done after this. Alright, so with our team of 3 here, we're up against a Raptor and a Skymax. Shouldn't be too hard. We have our Shan at the front. with a 35% attack buff. And we have exactly double the health that they have. So this should be fun. And I believe with our FP regeneration, yeah, we can actually do Shan Shan's combo. Alright, let's go ahead. See if we can one-shot him. Oh, we got a crit right off the bat! Hell yeah! He's almost 80 health. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, and all this guy can do is Spine Axe Fang. Oh dear. He's down. He's so down. Oh, it's good, dude. Come on again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if we can crit again. Okay, okay, no crit. Okay, if he crits us... Yeah, if he crits us, he might kill our Shan Shan. So I'm actually going to swap out for our spiders. Because our Spinax will... Yep. If that crit had landed on our Shan Shan would be dead. So, we're just going to go ahead and give him a quick bop. And done. Alright. I love the victory animations. They're so fun. Oh, points 1 too. So some of our dinosaurs might level up from that, actually. Yeah! Okay, Shan Shan leveled up. That's good. 1 more health, 3 attack. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, and your health increases as you gain more points. Like, it's roughly tied to the number of points you have. And once your health reaches certain thresholds, well, once your points reach certain thresholds, you level up. Excuse me. Yeah, you did it, Doctor! I'll take my Vivasaurs back now, thank you very much. PBJ.
Well, hold up. I bought these dino medals with my own money. Why do you think they're yours?
You bought them? Are you sure you didn't steal them from me?
Steal them? No, of course not. What's going on here?
The Vivasaurs you were just battling with are the very ones that were stolen from me in Greenhorn Plains. Who'd you buy those dino medals from?
I bought them from a fellow named Metal Dealer Joe. You can't miss him. He's got eyes like a Lambeosaurus.
That's the guy. He calls himself Metal Dealer Joe, eh? Do you know where to find him?
I don't know where he is right now, but I first heard about him at the Fossil Guild.
The Fossil Guild. Got it. We'll check it out. Oh, I know you're a victim here too, and I feel bad, but would you mind giving my dino medals back?
Of course, I never would have bought them if I thought they were stolen.
Alright, so she's got some of her dinos back.
And something will have to be done about that con man Metal Dealer Joe. I'll talk to the police.
That was a little hop.
Okay, Doctor, let's get over to the Fossil Guild. It's over in the guild area.
Alright. So, the Fossil Guild. Again, here's where you sell stuff and you buy some stuff.
The man straight in the back is the info clerk. Let's hear what he has to say. Excuse me, can you tell us where we can find Metal Dealer Joe?
Metal Dealer Joe, you say?
Let's see, I think you said something about doing business in Greenhorn Plains.
Greenhorn Plains again, eh? Yes, I can finally get back the rest of my dynamitals. Right, so back to the plains we go. Oh yeah, also, I didn't show it earlier, but check out this fountain. What happened here? Like, seriously, what happened to this thing? It's just shattered. I love it. Which dig site would you like to travel to? The only one we're allowed to right now. Also, you are right, Caden, and now Titan does indeed equal in Montosaurus. Alright, Greenhorn Plains. We're just gonna look for some fossils while we walk on back. I don't want to do a full sweep again. I've already done that twice now. I mean, we could do that, hypothetically, I guess. Alright, don't need Shan arms. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't need a Goyle head. Okay. Alright. New Goyle arms. No, thank you. There he is. Gotcha, metal dealer Joe. Or should I say, metal stealer Joe. Got him, Lizzie. You should have known I would find you. Now hand over my dino metals. That's quite a change. What, these medals here? They're mine, fair and square. I guess the only way to settle this is a fossil battle. Beat me and I'll give them back to you. Hear that, Doctor? He's all yours. Get it. What? You can't expect me to fight. He's got all my good medals. So are you ready? Did you save? They'll just say yes. Good luck. Alright. So he has a Shan, a Metria, which we have not found yet, and a Goyo, which we've seen before. All metal one, all fairly weak, but they can put up a fight. So let's go ahead and beat them. Yeah, kind of a magical girl transformation game, right? Alright. Well, he does have less attack, but he does have his Goyo right out front. It's probably his weakest dino? Yeah, gets a crit. Oh, he has low enough... Okay, so his skills cost low enough that he can attack twice in a turn. So we want to be careful with our Shan here. This might kill the Goyo. Let's see. Yep, okay, Goyo gone. That's good, that's good. He's out. Now we're down to the Metri. I think we'll take out the Metri and then swap to Spinax. We're not exactly doing a Nuzlocke, but I do want to see if we can make through this game deathless. I kind of think that's cool. So the Shan combo again. Okay, there's the Metri. That's good. It only has Shan Fang. I don't think it can kill me. I think. Yeah, okay, okay. It's dead. It's dead. It's done. We'll just go ahead and do that. Hey, 3 hits, 3 kills. Not bad. Not bad. That's something I do appreciate in this game. Grinding helps a lot. Oh, I think most of our team should level. Or at least 2 members. Yeah, okay, Spinax. We get 5 points in attack. Got 5 points in attack from 1 level. And Raptor. Good. A health for Shan, and a health for Glenn. Hey, that's good. That's good. You did it. You're amazing, Doctor. Now I'll take my Dino medals back, you creep. Gosh darn it. This is a kid's game. You haven't seen the last of me. You better watch out, because I'll get you again.
Think again, Joe. You're under arrest.
No! Alright.
We couldn't have caught this thief without you two. My sincerest thanks. Level up battles are starting soon, by the way. I hope you're both planning to try for your next level. Anyway, thank you again. Over and out.
And he's gone. Hear that? Or hear that? Level up battles. And now I'll have my medals back. Level up battles test your fighter level. If you pass, you advance to the next level. And every time you get to a new level, you get a new dig site. Doctor, you're gonna sign up for your battle too, right? Let's root for each other. Thanks for helping me get my medals back. See ya. And off she... I love that little wave. Off she goes. Hey, well, I think we can go ahead and do our level up battle, and then we can call it quits for the day. Because we are going on 2.5 hours. Yep. Those are 2D firework effects. Oh man, I love this game, but they did not have any space left on that cartridge. Oh dear. Alright, let's begin our level up battle. Alright, level 1 fighter. So we do our cleaning test. I think we have to get 55% this time instead of the normal 50%. Because we are leveling up, so it gets harder each time. And an extra 5% doesn't sound like a lot, but the fossils do get a lot more complicated as you get farther down. Yep, 55 points. Okay, here we go. Oh, looks like a Shan head again. Alright. Alright. Should not be too hard. Actually, we're almost ready to finish it. Or at least pass it. But, you know, might as well go for a high score if we can. I mean, there's no point not doing it. Especially when fossil like this is so easy. I'll at least get all the dirt off. We're probably going to do a little more damage to it. It's inevitable, but it happens in this game. It happens. It happens. There we go. Good. It's a little chipped up, but definitely not in the worst shape. Definitely done worse. Not that you guys have seen. But you guys have seen worse. We got an 87% on the Goyle hands. Alright. Off to our battle part of the battle.
For this fossil battle test, you'll have one battle with another level 1 fighter. You'll officially level up if you defeat your opponent. Now, go through the door on your right to the battle area.
So every time you your character levels up, you gain more FP during fights, you gain a new area to dig up stuff in. A lot of little perks, but they add up.
You may know me as the Fossil Center receptionist, Wendy, but today you can call me the level 1 master and your opponent. I'll be testing you, Doctor, to see if you're qualified to become a level 2 fighter. I won't be taking it easy on you, so give me everything you've got. And off we go. All right. Looks like a fairly easy fight, but looks can be deceiving. I think I'm going to keep Spinax. It's got better defense, even if it has lower health than the Raptor. Like, it's just beefier, and at these low levels, that auto counter can help fights. Plus, the 5% attack isn't bad. Oh, and we actually get a down here. So the Goyle here reduces your enemy's defense. Oh, ooh, that's a nasty crit. Okay, ooh, Jesus. Okay. Let's hope this kills the Raptor. We might lose something this fight. Ooh. If we swap to the Spinax, if the Raptor attacks, the auto counter should kill it. And then we might be able to take... Okay, never mind. Okay, I think we can take out the Goyle this turn. Yeah, I think we can take out the Goyle. We can take out the Shan Shan next turn. And then if we swap out again, our Shan Shan can finish off the Raptor. Let's see. See how it goes. Kill it. Yeah, okay, just not enough. Okay. Auto counter might kill it this turn. I love the little wind up that Goyle does there. Yes! Auto counter. Auto counter's good. Especially at these low levels. Ooh. Well, there's Shan Shan's high crit. Okay. Let's go ahead. Hit Spinax Fang. Okay, I think we've got it. So we're going to kill that, swap Shan Shan, and... Yeah, okay, we got this. Yeah, you're done. You're done. And out. Still deathless. Though that could have gone sideways. That could have. Alright, everyone gets a little extra HP. And that's it. Congratulations, Doctor. You defeated a level 1 master. I hereby certify you for level 2 fighter status. Level up. Lastly, I have a piece of advice for you, Doctor. There's a collection of journals on that bookshelf over there. Excuse me. There's a section on level up battles. You might find some useful tips. But for today, just bask in your victory. You've earned it. Good luck becoming a master fighter someday. Alright. Oh dear, the Scottish voice is back. You leveled up already? Wow, Doctor. I failed pretty bad on my cleaning test.
When I finally passed, I got crushed in my fossil battle. I'm gonna try again now. But first, let me introduce you to my grandfather. He's a really important man. How do you do, Doctor? I'm Mr. Richmond. I heard about the incident with the medal dealer, and I appreciate you looking after my granddaughter. Thank you. I hope you and Rosetta will be good friends. You two seem to work well together. Come by and visit whenever you'd like. I'm in the Richmond building, in the guild area. All right. And off she goes. That means chapter 1 is over. Oh, that took a decent amount of time. 2.5 hours. Chapter 2, Dig a Dig Village. Oh boy, this one's... You guys will see. For now, we are a level 2 fighter. We have a new dig site, which we will explore next time. So I'm just going to go ahead and save. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed. I enjoyed... Oh, excuse me. Almost sneezed there. I really enjoyed getting to see this old game again. I love the music. I love the wacky dino designs. There's a lot of fun little puns scattered in that are just a bunch of fun. It's a good experience. It's good getting to revisit old stuff like this. With that said, that is all for tonight. If you enjoyed this stream, please consider leaving a like, subscribing if you're not already, share this with a friend who likes dinosaur games, I guess. Give them a recommendation. Especially if they have a DS still available. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you for the next one. And have a good evening, folks.